Hello students, today we are going to learn a term correlation coefficient and it is denoted by small r. Here correlation coefficient gives us the idea about linear relationship between y and x. That means y is directly proportional to x. As we increase x, then obviously y will increase. To establish whether there is a linear relationship between two variables x1 and y1, use Pearson's correlation coefficient R. Means we have to find out there is a linear relationship between y1 and x1 if it is present or not, and this can be studied by a scientist Pearson, and he gave the equation R. R is equal to n, which is the number of reading, into summation of x1 y1 minus summation of x1 into summation of y1 divided by, in bracket, again there is another bracket or square bracket, n into summation of x1 squared minus, in bracket, summation of x1 bracket raised to 2, and here is the square bracket. In another square bracket, n into summation of y1 square minus, in bracket, summation of y1 bracket square, and whole bracket raised to half. Here we have to find out summation of x1 y1, summation of x1, summation of y1, summation of x1 square, summation of x1 bracket square, summation of y1 square, summation of y1 bracket square. Each and every parameter can be found by performing a table. In our problem, we have two values, x1 and y1. For example, absorbance is the y1 value and the concentration is the x1 value. Obviously, concentrations are in the series 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. That means x1 has a 5 number of readings and y1 contains the 5 number of results. That means you have to prepare table as x1, y1. Then after addition of all readings of x1, you will get summation of x1. After adding all y values, you can get summation of y1. Then summation of x1 square. Here you have to square each and every x value. And after squaring each x1 value, finally adding all these values, you can get the summation of x1 square. Here only first column summation of x1 and put this value here and then do square. Here again same summation of y1 square. Initially you have y values, do square of each value, keep these values in another column, and after adding all the values we will get summation of y1 square. In problem we will learn this in detail. Here n is the total number of data points. The value of r always present in between +1 and -1. How can you identify the linear relationship? Here are the relations for x and y. When r is equal to +1, it indicates the positive correlation, means y is directly proportional to x. Second condition is r is equal to -1. Obviously there is a linear relationship, but negative linear relationship, means the plot will be like this. Here when y and x are non-linear, that means y is not directly proportional to x, at that time the value of r is equal to 0. This is the equation which is used to find the linear relationship between y and x. Problems on the topic correlation coefficient. A problem is given in our book, Vogel textbook. Problem is, quinine may be determined by measuring the fluorescence intensity in 1 molar H2SO4 solution. Standard solutions of quinine gave the following fluorescence values. Calculate the correlation coefficient. Here the quinine, when dissolved in 1 molar H2SO4, and there is a parameter which is measured is the fluorescence intensity, and from the given values we have to calculate the correlation coefficient value. We know that the value is in between plus 1 minus 1. First column is of concentration of quinine and concentration is given in unit microgram per ml. The concentrations are as 0, 0.10, 0.20, 0.30, 0.40 microgram per ml. Fluorescence intensity is given in percentage. Arbitrary units means the percentage unit is of fluorescence intensity. The values are 0, 5.20, 9.90, 15.30, 19.10. And we have the formula. R is equal to N into summation of x1 into y1 minus summation of x1 into summation of y1 divided by, in curly bracket, there are two brackets. This one is first and this one is second. In first bracket, N into summation of x1 square minus in bracket summation of x1 and bracket is to 2. First bracket is complete. In second bracket, N into summation of y1 square minus in a bracket summation of y1 bracket square. Here second square bracket is completed and curly bracket raised to half. This is the equation of R. From this R equation we have to prepare a table. See here, x1 which is given concentration, y1 which is given the fluorescence intensity values. You can do square of x1, then we will get x1 square, y1 square and x1 into y1. By multiplying these two columns we can get x1 into y1. After the putting all values in respective tables, we have to find out summation of x1, summation of y1, summation of x1 square, summation of y1 square and summation of x1 y1. All parameters are taken from the equation of R. Here I am going to write down all the values. See here, I have written all the values. x1 which is given 0, 0.10, 0.20, 0.30, 0.40 microgram per ml. These values are of concentration. After adding all these values, we can get summation. And summation of x1 is 1. y1 which is of fluorescence values 0, 5.20, 9.90, 15.30, 19.10. After adding all these values on our calculator, the summation of y1 comes 49.5. Next, summation of x1 square. Here summation of x1 square means x1 values square. 0, 0.10 square is 0.01, 0.20 square is 0.04, then 0.09 and 0.60. After adding all these values, we will get summation of x1 square which is equal to 0.30. Next, y1 square. This is y1 and this one will be y1 square. On just square of these all values written here. After adding all these values, we will get summation of y1 square and its value is 723.95. Here just multiplication of these two columns x1 y1. After multiplying these values came, and here is the summation of x1 y1 values. This will be 14.73. We have all the values. Now we can put these values in equation of the correlation coefficient. R is equal to, this is the equation of R, n into summation of x1 y1 minus summation of x1 into summation of y1 divided by n into summation of x1 square minus in bracket summation of x1 bracket square. First bracket is completed and in second bracket n into summation of y1 square minus summation of y1 bracket square and whole bracket is to half. This is our equation. Now we will put all the values. N, the number of readings are 5. Therefore 5 into summation of x1 we have the value 14.73 minus summation of x1 is 1 into summation of y1 is 49.5 divided by, in curly bracket, first square bracket, 5 into summation of x1 square. Summation of x1 square value is here 5 into 0.30 minus, see here carefully, these two values are different. Here directly summation of x1 square is given, but here only summation of x1 is in bracket, and then we have to do its square. Therefore, summation of x1 just value is 1 square. In a second bracket, 5 number of readings. Y1 square value is here 5 into 723.95 minus summation of y1. Here is the summation of y1, 49.5 square, and square bracket is completed and curly bracket raised to half. After calculating these values, we will get 24.15 divided by square root of 584.75, which is equal to 0.9987. This is 1, and value of r came plus 1. It shows there is a linear relationship between fluorescence intensity and concentration.